All the martial arts sequences needed to have a lot of the turtle action that kids love. So the movie makers had to be sure that it was all well rehearsed, so no one ever appeared to get hurt.
The first picture we started out, we really didn't think it was violent, but there was somewhat of an outcry from parents saying that this seems to be excessive. We kind of thought that the turtles, obviously they have weapons, which is basically what they do. And it's very hard for them to fight without using their weapons. And I think we were conscious of that in the second picture. I think in this movie we've taken away their weapons and given them other things to play with, such as the yo-yo, things that they can directly pick up or find that would be not construed as weapons, but the way they use them is very funny.
By staging a lot of perfect moves and flips, you're making the fight look unreal, and you are getting the audience to be fascinated by the gracefulness of the movements. So they are more interested in expecting what new movement is going to come up instead of what damage the movement is going to do.
The producers went to master fight choreographer Pat Johnson of the Karate Kid fame to bring out the individual styles of the four turtles and assure that precision martial arts sequences would not be violent.
All of their ninja skills are relatively the same. In fighting, Michelangelo tends to have the most fun with his fighting. I mean, he's just having a ball. Donatello, who also has fun, but he does more things by mistake, where he hits people by accident. He hits someone behind him when he really means to hit someone in front of him. Leonardo feels so superior to his adversaries that he's really taunting them and having fun that way. Raphael is really harassing them. And his comedy is more of harassment to really drive them nuts. We spend literally hours and hours and hours. Everything we do is done in slow motion. We probably spend as much as 10 hours rehearsing one punch that's going to be shown for 1 second to make sure it's done safely.
One thing that people have in their mind anytime they see martial arts is that it's very violent. In the movie, you never see any blood or any stabbings or anything like that, and most of the time the fight scenes are comical.
And action. Stay down. Did I mention I study martial arts?
One of the approaches I like to take with action sequences, and especially fight sequences in this movie, is to first start with a concept and an idea. Like the fight in the TGRI lab was basically a football match pursuit for the football, which is the canister of the ooze. Giving that idea to a choreographer like Pat Johnson gives him room and gives him lots of ideas to put it into very, very specific terms.
Good. I don't get it. And action. Hey, Mikey, it serves out, dude.
Ninja vanish! Now that all the elements are together, it takes preparation and rehearsal for the people in the costumes and those outside to make the secret of the ooze an exciting action adventure with a lot of turtle comedy.
Eclectic? Jeez. Oops.
Everything in this movie had to get pre-planned because of the nature of puppets, creatures, special effects. Everything had to get worked out beforehand. Rehearsal in this movie was an essential process for two reasons. It gave us a chance to have the puppeteer and the actor in the suit, or the turtle suit, begin to become a team, begin to become one person. But I also used the rehearsal process to begin to overcome the obstacle between the real actor and the actor and the turtle.
I found myself at the beginning looking at these, you know, these faces expressive and falling into all of that, and the child in me coming out going, wow, and that sense of believing that, you know, that they're real. And then I would step back and I'd go, oh gosh, you know, the actor inside could see me, and I was almost embarrassed going, oh God, I'm really like talking to Donatello.
Any luck finding a new place to live yet?
Well, you know, in this market, it's actually very difficult to find good subterranean housing. Hey, we could
With April's help, Splinter and the Turtles battle Shredder and his new mutant warriors to save the world's environment.
Will now be your undoing.
They also discover how they were mutated.
An unknown mixture of discarded chemicals was accidentally exposed to a series of radiated waves, and the resulting ooze, as you put it, was found to have remarkable but dangerous mutagenic properties.
And learn some important lessons about life.
I thought we'd find out we were special. Do not confuse the specter of your origin with your present worth, my sons. I don't believe him. There's just got to be more to it.
In the middle of all these adventures, they create a new song and dance called the Ninja Rap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The Ninja Rap has been choreographed to turn everyone's favorite dudes into the most marvelous martial arts dancers around.
There's a combination of elements in the choreography. We try to lay the martial arts aspect of it, you know, this kind of stuff, and just the strong, powerful, percussive hits that come into martial arts against the street dance hip-hop kind of choreography. It's like mutant hip-hop.
Devastate the show what the turtles are saying. Ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja.
The Ninja Rap is performed in the movie by one of the hottest rap groups in America, Vanilla Ice, which makes the song and dance turtle-rific.
It's filled with a new jack groove and rock. And roll the place with the power of the ninja turtle bass. Iceman, you know I'm not playing. Devastate the show what the turtles are saying. Ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap.
The Turtles could dance to the Ninja Rap for a long time, but of course, that's not the end of the story. There is a final confrontation with the Shredder that has a twist to it. But it must remain a mystery, at least for now.
I'd say that's pretty much a wrap. Yep. Cowabunga?
Cowabunga!
Yeah! Cowabunga!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is an exciting action comedy for kids of all ages. The Turtles started with pen and ink and are now larger-than-life idols who have taught kids a few things. To obey their parents, most of the time. To protect the environment. To only fight in self-defense. And to be teenagers and share their adventures with the world.
I'm Leonardo.
Ninja is a master of himself and his environment. I'm Michelangelo.
Well, the lives of two people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world, Ilsa. That's why you're getting on that plane. Maybe not today, maybe
Would you
not
stop?
tomorrow.
Donatello. Frere Jacques. Frere Jacques.
I'm Raphael. Any of you guys ever heard the expression fair fight?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Man, I love being a turtle.
I love being a turtle!